We're right on schedule. Welcome to Hunter Park, where you can step back 100 years and experience travel on a miniature steam locomotive with the Riverside Live Steamers, a club of die-hard train enthusiasts.
Right now we have a membership of about 150 people, all individuals who are interested in live steam, the history of steam trains. We also build them, so we have a lot of interest in machinery and running to entertain the kids, and we run in the public park here at Hunter Park.
The Riverside Live Steamers began in the 1950s when Joe Hunter, a Riverside industrialist, set aside 40 acres of what is now the city park and built a 4,300-foot railroad on Iowa and Columbia Avenues. He realized that steam trains were rapidly disappearing, and he wanted to preserve the sight, smell, and sensation of these American icons.
Most kids today, even the second generation, have never seen a steam engine in operation, where these are all exact replicas of the large trains that ran up through the 1950s.
When the city inherited the park, no one in the city knew how to maintain or operate the trains. A group of Riverside Railroad enthusiasts led by Dr. John Crichton undertook negotiations with the city to assure that the railroad would not be neglected. In 1965, the city council officially turned over the responsibility for maintaining and operating the train to the Riverside Live Steamers. They're an integral part of the park and the trains.
There is no other steam-only club in the United States. All the other clubs that operate similar trains also operate gasoline-powered and electric-powered. The Riverside Live Steamers are steam-only.
During the past 44 years, the Riverside Live Steamers has greatly expanded the original railroad to more than 10,000 feet of track, built 3 buildings and the station. With the cooperation of the city, 6 additional cars were built in 1972.
Behind me is a locomotive. It's a model of a train called the Big Boy. It was the largest production locomotive ever built. They were built by the Union Pacific specifically to move very large freight trains. There are only 2 models in the scale of this locomotive, and one of them belongs to the Riverside Live Steamers. It was donated to the club by Paul Hunter, who is the nephew of Joe Hunter, who donated the railroad in the park.
As anyone in the club can tell you, maintenance is essential in keeping these iron horses on track.
Steam is generated by boiling water. Most of our trains here are oil-fired. We run essentially diesel fuel, but we have some coal burners. A few people that even operate on wood trains, or there's been a few with propane. It's quite a job inside the cab of the engine. There was a reason they used to have a fireman and an engineer, where on these little things you're doing both jobs and it takes 3 hands to operate them.
I'm still certified as one of the people who are able to operate the city's big locomotive. It's a real draw. People come from throughout the region to ride the trains.
Approximately 20,000 passengers ride the train every year. The city-owned equipment is supplemented by privately owned locomotives and cars, and often 3 or 4 trains will be in operation at one time. The Live Steamers trains operate from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. the 2nd and 4th Sundays of the month. For more information, go to the Live Steamers website at www.steamonly.org.
Come and see Hunter Park, where you can enjoy miles of smiles for free. I think I'm going to see if I can get another ride.